That is Kisha Call featuring, of course, Jemai. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but anyway, Karibuni Sana. The name of the jam is I've Changed. Hope you guys are enjoying that. And of course, welcome to everyone live with us on Rumble Beach, everyone on the radio station, everyone with us on YouTube. Hope you guys are doing great this wonderful Tuesday afternoon from my end. Hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful morning, whatever the time is on your end. Welcome to another episode of the Pan African Bliss Show. As we talk about, of course, literally TikTok after midnight, a conversation we've been having for the past 2 years. And someone like Keith always says that this is something that actually doesn't happen, or rather, it doesn't appear on his algorithm. Also, majority of you, maybe those who are on TikTok, you've said it's not something that pops on your algorithm. You don't see any of these things happening. But apparently, this has become a very big business, just like we've been sharing some few past documentaries as we see Black women out there getting lured because of poverty, because of desperation, because of literally trying to find ways of surviving every single day. They have literally gotten themselves into this kind of jobs of, like, being surrogate, but you're not actually a surrogate. You're not just carrying a baby that, you're helping someone who's incapable of giving birth. You have no idea of what they go to do to this baby. So you can see actually Africa, when it comes to especially these digital platforms, it's something I also shared. It has become super, super critical where we see Africans being taken advantage of. I was talking about Meta the other time, where we've seen countries like Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya being heavily affected for working under Meta or for Meta. And these are companies like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which have been set here, and how literally the videos they're given to review, or the content that is actually, they're given to actually review, is very, very disturbing. For most of them, they've said they literally require some mental help after all this, which is never there. They're not also paid well. They get paid very minimal wages despite all this exploitation. So it's so sad to see that actually, despite all this funding of the churches, all the fundings, the loans that
Dr.
we
Sana Joby.
fail to create literally health facilities to help this kind of people, due to poverty, because of lack of job opportunities, how young people are being exploited on social media. It is very, very sad, not a good thing to watch. If it's not willingly you doing this, to the point you have to do this because of poverty, it is so, so sad. But yes, that is what we shall be talking about, rather
You
our
heard me, Asante Sana Joby.
under the documentary of today. Karibu Sana. What's up?
Joby, I got a
Yeah.
question. Who is Jamia? Who's that? You mean
Uh,
you
I'm not even
you mean
sure.
you mean Jaheem? You just said-
Yeah, that is the name. Thank you for correcting me.
this is Keisha Cole. I don't know Jamia,
Yeah,
Jaheem.
that's it. You know the
Uh,
name. Thank you for correcting me. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing today? You feeling better? Why did you tell nobody you were sick yesterday?
Nah, I've just been feeling not really okay lately. I think since Saturday, something is just not
Hmm?
okay with some part of my body. Think I might go for checkup. I don't understand what's
It's called
happening.
that, it's called that milk drinking. So you don't drink that milk. What you get? You don't want to
Nah,
listen.
it's nothing to do with the milk. I just gotta go checked because it's a pain I'm not be able to handle anymore the way
Uh,
it is going. So
oh yeah. Okay. Was the pain in your stomach?
no, it's a back pain. It's not a normal back pain.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's not really nice. It's not nice. I can't stand for long. I can't walk for long. So it's becoming super kind of crazy. Since Saturday, I've been feeling that way. Every time I take a walk or if I go further. So I'll go for checkup and see what's up because it's not normal. That's not normal at all. But anyway,
Sound like you have an infection.
I don't know. I'll go check and see what's up. But Karibuni Sana, I'm just going to start with this documentary immediately as we get started. Remember me telling you about TikTok after midnight? And we were telling you actually, and you said this is not
I
something
said
that comes.
I never heard of it. Never seen it. Nope.
Well, this is something that is actually now becoming an active online job,
Okay.
I'd say, in Kenya. And I don't want to say it's in Kenya because I believe because of the poverty in Africa, if it's happening in Kenya, other countries are also being affected. It's just that we don't get to see it. But these are
Of course.
uh, documented by BBC Africa, and they're giving us literally, of course, um, the clear image of what happens in TikTok after midnight, where we have young women stripping naked, and they have their pimps literally on these platforms who are watching, who control the funds that actually people are, donate on TikTok, all these gifts, and to the
Wow.
point where they're sexually exploited. And if they go try, maybe say they're gonna report this, they're told you're not gonna report anything. And we're talking
I
about
can't say
young girls
I
who are
can't say I can't say two things on TikTok without getting banned. And you mentioned they got butt naked people on TikTok. Are you telling me?
exactly, exactly,
I
exactly. We
can't
have,
say two words without it banning me and turning my shit off. But they got butt naked people on TikTok.
yep, yep. You can't say anything that actually is educative, but
This,
you can show anything that is, not
this,
educative, that is
this is
debaucherous,
crazy.
all that.
Mhm.
We're talking about the girls who are under the age of 15. Majority of them are literally not even at the age of 18. They're teenagers.
Wow.
And of course, standing in today's, being in the 2025 and 21st century, majority of our young people, my young siblings, most
I
have
don't think I don't think
access
our
to
TikTok
internet.
allows it, Joven, because
Mm-hmm.
the servers that we use in TikTok are in America. So I don't think they allow that here. So it's probably
In
the rest of
Africa,
the world. But America, it's probably in Kenya and the rest of the world. But in America, yeah, that's not allowed. That's not because the servers. Remember, that's why they banned the servers for American TikTok are in America. And that shit's not allowed here. You can't have no naked people. No, you go ahead.
let me share this as we continue.
This is the dark side of social media. When you're dancing live,
These are completely, almost literally with
Wow.
a thumb on lady.
some people will contact you and then you will take the conversation offline.
I met him and he asked me to have sex with him, and we had sex.
What? That's all.
My name is
That's
Debbie
all. Oh yeah, yeah. I see why. Wow, you're rough looking. Okay, I give you
Kimoli,
get some
and
penis.
I'm
What?
investigating the
Uh,
grooming and sexual
you asked me to
exploitation
have
of
sex
girls.
with him, and I had sex with him. Why would you? Somebody ask you to have sex with him? You say it was just okay?
It's money. They
Uh,
are going for the money because
oh,
when you,
oh,
yeah,
they're getting paid. Oh, okay.
exactly.
She just said they get paid. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
So, when you're on TikTok, let's say you strip naked, because like I said, they have pimps, they have their pimps. They're not just stripping naked and dancing and all that. So after you
yeah.
stripping naked and dancing, there's someone who's gonna collect the funds that probably the people have gifted you because they turn into cash, right? Then majority of
Uh,
the women here say they're not even well paid. They're gonna be, of course, because this is your pimp, and there's someone who has maybe gifted you every, let's say like a lion, that is 60,000 Kenyan shillings, literally. And then they say they want to meet you personally. So the pimp is gonna hook you up with this man who is supposedly supposed to pay you, but the pimp has already been paid. So you're gonna be used, but you're not gonna be paid. So you try say I'm gonna report you. They're like they laugh at you because you sound like a joke. I've already paid your pimp. So what do you mean you're gonna report me? You know?
In some of the most deprived neighborhoods of Nairobi.
He started by
right.
asking me to send him my naked pictures. He told me that if I sent him my pictures,
You would pay
he
me.
would pay me.
Exactly.
Girls as young as 15 say they've been targeted and raped by predators on social media.
All
They're
poverty
driven to
driven.
look for money from people who offer them sexual whatever we call it sextortion.
This is not allowed.
What would you take down? What would you do?
This one would be tagged as adult sexual solicitation.
Exactly. I've never seen nothing like that on no TikTok ever in my life.
We kept telling you coach it was a joke, to the point where this even Instagram it allowed it where people can go naked having sex and all that. It's just crazy, man.
Oh shit! No, I do think there's secret places on Twitter because I was doing a show that we did on Twitter. I hit a button and there's a bunch of naked shit. I'm like, what? What is this on Twitter? This is legal. I say two words on this Twitter shit. Well, our count is taken down again anyway. I don't even fuck. I see two words on Twitter about anything black and I'm coming down. But Seeing coochie and ass pop, that's all right. Because anything negative vibration, I told you how this world is set up. Anything negative, despicable, debaucherous is always promoted. It's low vibrational shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anything high vibrational is always taken up, especially by African people. Yeah, I never come across none of this stuff. Go ahead, Joe. It's crazy.
Everybody know that me, I got the blessing.
The
Come
kind
with
of
the
shit you
fire
see like
and the
on a dark
blessing.
web or something.
TikTok is the world's fastest growing social media platform with more than 1.5 billion users worldwide.
Pull up, fire up tonight.
And it's massive in Kenya. Half of all Kenyans now use the site.
I'm here for Kenya, I'm here for my people, I'm here for your right.
TikTok even played an influential role in the recent Gen Z protest movement.
Nairobi, people are saying no to the finest bill everywhere.
TikTok is also a source of money in a country where 2/3 of young people are out of work.
2/3, damn, that's high as shit.
Welcome to my house. So this is the living room and Afro Lanka room. Just my work, social media and everything. The editing happens there.
Okay.
Today I think we'll just do like a casual, just talking to my people.
Okay.
And we'll see how it goes.
That sounds good.
Afro Lanka is a popular TikTok influencer who sells her own beauty products online. She's going to show me how she makes money.
Welcome to TikTok Live. Have fun interacting with your viewers in real time. Creators must be 18 or older to be on the live. So I'll just go on the live right now. I'll double tap just to get traffic. People are starting to join in. So I sell my products.
Fans are encouraged to send tips in the form of emojis. And these emojis, these roses or cowboy hats, can be redeemed for money.
Hi, Afro Lanka fam. So today I've given you guys a target of 100 roses and 50 cowboy hats. If you can get me there, I'll really appreciate, guys. Ooh,
A rose emoji can be redeemed for about 2 US cents.
Kautar, thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. Let's keep it going, guys. Marka Karama, thank you so much for the roses. Thank you.
Nobody said they hacked all her money
11,
off the TikTok.
16, 18.
Man, we don't know who removed our TikTok money, man. It's fucked up, but
It's crazy.
I'm very fucked up, so nobody's gonna mess up again.
20, 23, 25, 31. Wow. Thank you so much.
Did you expect you'd reach your goal very quickly?
The roses, yes. See, the cowboy hats, not yet. The roses are quite cheap. Hey, cowboy hats, thank you.
But she's worried about the inappropriate content that other people are making.
You're looking nice, thank you. I love the makeup, thank you. You have to get them in the right timing, and there's a specific time.
Okay.
It's 5 to 8 p.m. That's when the traffic is very high. People are just winding down. Everybody's on their cell phones at home.
And after 8 p.m.?
After 8 p.m., then there's some other stuff that happens.
Some other stuff.
Yeah. Some ladies, they go on there and, you know, it's like PG 18 and above. During the daytime, it's more like very light and, you know, airy and friendly. And then when it gets to like late at night, 11 p.m., midnight, the wolves come out at night. It's a very, very different atmosphere. A place where you wouldn't want your kid to end up, you know?
That's where all the butt cheeks come out.
This is Midnight TikTok, where the content is much more risque.
It's clear as the night progresses, the content becomes more explicit, sexual. Now, the TikTok community guidelines state that anyone under the age of 18 is not allowed to do live.
My algorithm has none of this shit. Late at night, all content on my shit is serious. I've seen none of this, so I know this is an African or an Asian type thing. That this is not that. I've never seen any of this at all ever. Nothing subjective ever. So I know this is purposely done for probably Asia and Africa. This I've never seen anything like this. I don't think this. 'Cause I know this wouldn't even be tolerated. So I've never seen anything risque ever on TikTok ever. Go ahead, Joby.
This is happening. This is how people are getting money after midnight.
live streaming, and the sale of sex is prohibited.
Guys, do you want Kinembe?
Come, 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 I'm ready.
Do you
Inbox,
want what?
guys.
What you say?
Inbox.
Do you want Kinembe? Like, do you
What?
want it's the K word, the K word that Sunken One uses a
Oh,
lot.
oh, coochie.
Yeah.
Me, my number is on the bio.
I've seen many live streams like this where women are selling sex. I've also heard that children are being targeted by so-called digital pimps, men who are grooming girls online and selling them for sex. In Kenya, the age of consent is 18. I've come to Majengo, a poor neighborhood in
But they
Nairobi,
don't make no
to
money
meet
on
a
that
girl who
TikTok shit. That TikTok, them emojis don't pay shit. 3 cent, 5 cent. That shit don't really pay nothing, does it?
Well, that's where you get a pimp, because you have a pimp now. He's gonna like you, tell you, if you send me your pictures, if you do this, if you come meet, I'm gonna pay you maybe 20,000. That could be probably $1,550. I'll pay $150
But to do
to
what? This is to
have
do
sex
what?
with me, to have sex with me. And then you go there, after having sex with them, they don't pay you. Now, probably
But
you've
then you,
worked out
but then,
diseases,
but
probably
then you foul.
diagnosed.
Then that's your fault as a woman. Why the hell you going have sex with somebody for money? Something wrong with your ass, man. Get out of here.
Desperation, kid. It's not. It's
I,
not. It's
I
desperation.
I get it, but still, hey, I'll
Look at the
go
look at
sell.
the. Remember the documentary I was sharing about the surrogacy?
Go sell. I know. Go sell beans on the road like Katie. Shit. Peas.
God
Go go sell peas.
describes how she was groomed and raped by men she met through TikTok. She was just 15 at the time.
I sell myself on TikTok. I dance naked, live. I do that because that's where I can earn money to support myself. When you're dancing live, some people will contact you, and then you will take the conversation offline. And then you meet them and sleep with them. And then I get some money from that.
It was through her older friend's account that she was able to get onto TikTok, the same friend who introduced her to her digital pimp.
If you do this, then he tells you he will meet you. After you
That's
sleep
what.
with him, he
That's why
says,
age.
okay, let me think about it. You will get a message through my brother. The brother will then tell you if you got the job or not.
Sasa, kabla ya kuambia uanze kutoa hizo nguo, aliwahi kukuuliza uko na umri gani?
I told him I was 15 years old. He said it is okay, and he loves young girls below 18, and he gives them work.
Is a pedophile.
She had to share any money she made on TikTok with her pimp, who was promising to bring her thousands of followers. TikTok would also be taking a cut.
Let's say you get 3,000. You have to split it down the middle because he's there and he's following
See,
you.
all this kind of crazy shit, Joe. But you could have ended up in this crazy shit when your dad put you out the house. If you wasn't smart. It's the same. This all this crazy.
Exactly. I don't know, because for me, I'm not gonna lie. I was also like, I'd say I got someone who introduced me to a pimp,
Mm-hmm.
and I said
Mm-hmm.
no, because I was even telling Shumani, I think the other time on one of the shows. I'm so glad because of the choices I made very young. Because if I really did make some choices because I was desperate to have a house, make money, I don't think I'd be proud of myself, because I don't think this is something you're gonna live for the rest of your life being proud. Oh, I became a billionaire or a millionaire out of selling Gucci. It's not something to be proud of. You're gonna always be consciously guilty of your lifestyle, consciously guilty of, giving and feeding yourself to all these men, who had nothing, no good intentions, but just pouring their fucked
They
up
use you.
energy on knew. And
Exactly.
now you messed up
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
energy,
saying.
you know.
That could almost been you.
Nah, I said no. Trust me. I was told like, yo, Job, you wanna make quick money? Like you can make 10,000 within a day. I'm like, huh? 10,000 within a day? What am I doing? All you gotta do is just sleep with men. All you gotta do is we're gonna send you places. You're gonna be traveling with these pimp babas with big ass stomachs. Just go places. No, I was like, no. So the first time, I'm gonna give a short story. The first time when I knew
Well,
now, because I didn't know like that was it, like they were trying me. So we went with this
mhm,
girl. We went out. She was like, "We're going out." So I got dressed very well. I didn't even wear like a mini dress. I had a very
mhm,
decent dress, a dress that I could literally go with it to church. Dressed up very nice. Did my makeup very simple, and then I knew we were going out. And then I was never an outgoing person, like clubbing person. So I'm kind of shy, kind of scared. I don't drink at all. I was never drinking at that time. So this girl comes, tells me, Joby, I want us to go out, just dress like this, look good. I just wear my normal clothes. So we meet in it's called Westlands in some parts of Nairobi. We meet there. We went
yeah,
to
I know what Westland's at.
yeah. So we meet at Westlands, we arrive at the place where we were supposed to meet. I'm like, ain't we going out? She's like, nah, we're going to a certain crib, you know. The people we're supposed to chill with are gonna find us there. I'm like, okay. And then because I trust this lady, literally we went to school with us. I'm like, okay, let's see. So we go to the crib. It's actually a very nice. It was I think an Airbnb. Yeah, because at that time I also didn't know Airbnbs, anything to do with Airbnbs. What's an Airbnb? Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just living life. But I'm very kind of, conscious of what's next. Who are these people coming? Because you told me we were going on a club. Then we get here, you're telling me now we're going to a house. But okay, I like the house. Let's chill. So 2 hours, I think, later, this guy comes. It's an Indian Baba, an Indian old Baba. And it's only
Oh,
one man. So I'm like, I thought you said people were coming. Why is it that
shout
only
out,
it's one guest?
shout out to Iraton.
Mhm. I'm like, where are the rest of the guests? You told me we're gonna have like multiple people. So how comes you're just chilling with one person and why is he old? You know? So long story short, it was supposed to be a threesome, apparently. It was supposed to get paid. I was sleeping
Right.
with the guy.
this
Yeah,
old, this old, this old nasty
yeah,
Indian nigga, one of them
yeah.
some young African coochie.
Mhm. So for me, I got scared. I started panicking, and then I'm not into this. The lady's drunk. I'm not drunk. The old guy is also kind of tipsy. I'm not tipsy. I don't drink at all. So I'm like, nah, this is not what I came for, and I feel really disrespected. I started panicking and I started crying. I'm like, this is not what you called me here for, and this is very disrespectful to think you can really take me to this kind of a place to just sell me to an old person. Long story short, this lady got mad because
Mhm.
after the Indian guy, I don't know how he got my number, but he got my number and texted me. He asked me, "Hey, your friend wants me to pay rent." I think they had an agreement of paying. He was supposed to
Mhm.
pay rent for her. That is
Pay
after
her
this.
rent. He must say, I'm not paying her rent because I didn't get the threesome I was promised.
So the guy texts me, he's like, "Hey, your friend told me to confirm with you this and this price." So because me, I had no clue of what is happening.
Mhm.
Point blank, the way I'm just so innocent, I said, I have no clue of what money she's talking about. So I didn't know I spoiled the plan. I didn't know I'm
Mhm.
spoiling the plan of her being paid her rent. So the lady got mad and then she went to all my friends accusing me I wanted her Indian Baba. Jopi wanted an Indian Baba. She got mad. This why she lied to them. Baba, she didn't know the price. I'm like, you didn't tell me anything. If you give me heads up of what is happening, you're trying to get money from someone just because I refuse to sleep with them, doesn't mean I'm not gonna help you. You wanted to get a house. You could have told me this and this is what is happening. You gave out my number and you kept quiet. Now you go screaming and yelling my name. I refuse to sleep with someone for your own benefit. Are you crazy? Yeah. So
I
from there,
knew I knew you was involved in this kind of shit. I said, no, okay.
absolutely.
I said, no way, Joby didn't go through this kind of shit when you first left Daddy's house. No way.
I've said,
Shout out to you.
I've always said, I think I've given this story of even the Indian a couple of times. I've said there's a friend of mine who got mad because she thought I wanted an Indian Baba. I've
You
said it.
told them. You didn't tell me the whole thing, but I knew you was in. I knew
Yeah.
you had to maneuver all this crazy shit. I knew that.
Yeah, so for me, I said no, man. Choices, I think I have learned at a very young age again. And then looking at, I think, the life of my mom and majority of my relatives, aunties, I'm like, nah, I don't want to mess myself because I don't want to live with the guilt of not being proud of my lifestyle and the choices I really made. I want to make money. People always laugh when they say, I want to make money authentically. I don't need to beat around the bush to make money. It's going to take time, of course, maybe, but I don't need to do these crazy things to just open an
I'm saying.
OnlyFans to do.
I told you was always lucky. Hey,
So yeah, let me
yeah,
share
girl.
this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you
Yeah, but why don't they go? Why don't they go on that OnlyFans shit? Don't they get paid on that? I never been
Yeah,
on that shit.
I think they get paid. We have also many girls in Kenya who are on the OnlyFans currently.
Yeah,
So
listen like that be better to use that than that TikTok shit. Because OnlyFans got like a thing where they pay you to watch us. You got to pay people to come in or something like that.
Big Cheese, you're so crazy. Shout out to you. Karibu sana. Shout out to Ansanken. I hope you're doing amazing. He says, Joby is showing us where you can get Gucci. Thank you for taking care of. Oh my God, you're so crazy. Oh my goodness. You TikTok nigga. But
You don't know what will happen if he finds out that you are the one who revealed his secrets. You don't know what he's thinking. You don't know if he will send someone, and you don't know what will happen to you. When I get a lion, he converts it to cash and takes his share.
Lakini kuanza kufanya
yeah, because a lion is almost like $550. That's some good amount of money in a night, yo. Like, yeah.
kazi na yeye, kwa mfano kwanza kufanya hizo TikTok na kufanya kazi na yeye ilianza kabla mkutane face to face.
No, you must talk to him first. There are questions that he will ask you. He will want to see you naked. You have to be naked.
Ole.
She's crying. That is what I don't like you because you're gonna always feel guilty. She's now crying as she narrates the story. It's not a good lifestyle. People always wanna act like being a prostitute it's something nice, selling you. It's not something
No,
good. You're gonna live guilty
no,
for
they
the
not
rest of
good.
your life. You'll be guilty of your own self choices. Trust me.
Consequences of all this have caused lasting psychological damage.
Child sexual exploitation that is online is rampant in Kenya. And because of this, then these children are exposed to a lot of online sexual exploitation and abuse. It's both the locals and foreigners target these young girls. And these young girls also, because of poverty, they're driven
I know
to
exactly,
look
probably.
for
And I know
money.
there's gonna be a lot of nasty crackers up in there. And know Africa's poor. These girls are desperate, and most white men are pedophiles. So this is the perfect place to get young black coochie. But no, and Kenya is corrupt like every other African country. So most likely you're never gonna get caught ever. You can just pay a police some chai, all kinds. That's why sex tourism is big in Africa. Lord German.
From people who offer them sexual whatever, we call it sextortion.
Another witness has agreed to talk to our undercover researcher.
I said that's why poverty is so dangerous.
In 2022.
It's all from poverty.
I joined TikTok just for fun. I was 16 years old. My friend asked me to dance with her on TikTok.
Shortly after joining TikTok, Jay says she was introduced to one of these so-called digital pimps.
He started by asking me to send him my naked pictures. He told me that if I sent him my pictures, he would pay me. I went and told my friend, and she told me that it is okay. Right now, you're desperate. Your mom is dead, and here is a good chance for you and your brothers to survive. Because I was desperate, I decided to do it. I met him, and he asked me to have sex with him, and we had sex.
This is when she decided to get away.
Later, I threatened him on the phone that I will report him on what he has done to me. He laughed.
You know I'm a square
and
big
said that I
cheat.
can't
I don't
report
see
you.
no prostitution nowhere. I don't see prostitution online like Joe Bishop. I don't see prostitution no damn where. I don't know why. I don't see no. You remember back in the day, you see prostitutes on the street.
But
I
it
don't see
says
no Go ahead, Jim.
Big Cheese says it has gotten big in America too.
I know, but it used to be real big in America before the crackhead. But when I was younger, I saw it, Joby. Before they had crack, right? There was in LA, then in DC, you would see prostitutes on the corner all the time. But when crack, when the CIA put crack in our community, the prostitutes became crackheads, and then nobody want to have sex with no crackheads. Right? It was all fucked up looking, and teeth were falling out the head. Baby, I suck your dick for $10. And nah, I'm good. I'm straight. So, because I had a friend of mine, and when I moved to DC from LA, from Maryland, this year, as a kid, he would go get prostitutes. And I found that fascinating. I said, what? You gonna pay for coochie? And I mean, that's when I was still a virgin, right? Cause I didn't have sex till I was like 17. I had my virginity late for, I guess for a boy, they would say that's late. I didn't get coochie until I was 17, right? So when we first went out there at 16, I said, he's a kid, but he was working at McDonald's, right? I was working at Popeyes before I started selling drugs. I said, you gonna take all your McDonald's money and buy some coochie? I just didn't make sense to me. I didn't understand it. It's fascinating. So we went out there, right? And he started talking to this prostitute, right? Of course, the pimp's always around. But then the pimp, you only get so much time, Joe, because the pimp, she's like, you gotta hurry up. My pimp gonna get mad if you don't close the deal, right? Go and have sex, but you gotta close the deal.
Yeah.
And so I'm like 16. I said, because I'm young, how do you even talk to a prostitute? Right? How do you talk to a prostitute? And so you have to, yeah, baby, this motherfucker 16 telling this prostitute he got kids. He's trying to get a deal on the coochie, right? Yeah, he's like, you know what, baby? I only got so much, with you. I got kids at home. And I said, kids? This motherfucker ain't nothing but 16. What kids he got at home? He talking about? I'm being all loud. And so that's how I end up in that. Remember I told you I end up in that room with him with the prostitute. Because I was asking so many questions, right? She said, you might be like the police. And back then they had like high school looking guys pretend to be, I mean, you had high school looking police out there, Joe, that were undercover. That look young, but they were rid of the police busting prostitutes. So I was fascinated. I was asking a question. That's how I got to go back with him. She said, you asked too many questions. You must be the police or something. I said, nah, I'm not the police. I'm fascinated that this motherfucker's buying coochie. This fascinates me. This is fascinating to me. Wow, you ain't gonna. I said, nah. I said, nah, I would never pay nobody to sleep with me. You crazy? I'm like, Joe, I would feel dirty. I feel weird. I said, nah, I'm not paying no. Even at 16, I was like, nah, what? So that was that one time. The lady said, I don't trust you. You ask too many questions. I think you might be the police, the popos out here. 5-0. I said, ma'am, I'm in high school. I'm a kid. Said, nah, you coming up with us to the room. So that's when I end up, because you got that, how I end up in the room while he was having sex with this prostitute. She made me go up there or she wasn't going to give her none because she thought I was an undercover cop. So I told her, I'm not no cop. And if you guys remember Friday night, I know a second one and Big Cheese old enough. You guys remember Friday night videos? That video show used to come up every Friday night. That's how I knew it was a Friday. So I got to the room, right? And I turned my back to him, and there was an old raggedy TV, and they were playing Friday night videos. So I said, I'm gonna look at this because I don't want to see no naked body. I don't want to see nobody's coochie, nobody's penis. I don't want to see nothing. So I turned my chair, and I'm in this old nasty ass hotel, nasty downtown DC, I guess with a prostitute, it was all raggedy. It was seedy. I'm like, man, he gonna get in the bed with this bitch. Oh man, this is fucking crazy. So I was quiet the whole time, right? So they said no. She's all old. He's young. He's 16. Yeah, come on, baby, get your clothes off. Come on now. You taking more time. I gotta get back out on the block. My pimp gonna beat my ass. I'm like, somebody gonna beat her ass? Remember, I'm 16. So I'm like, somebody gonna beat her ass? Right? So I'm sitting there looking at some music videos, right? On Friday night videos. And so next thing I know, she said, ooh, baby, why your dick green? I said, green dick? What? The little person said, ooh, baby, why your dick green? I said, nigga got a green dick? I didn't look around. I still kept my face on the TV. I did not turn around. I kept my face strict. I was like, I don't want to see nobody naked. Ain't none of my business. So, and then she grabbed the rubber, was putting it on top of it. She said, ooh, baby, you know how old prostitute talk, old black lady. Ooh, baby, why the head of your dick square? I said, nigga got a green square dick? What the fuck is going on? So then I did look, I ain't gonna lie, I turned around, I said, what? She said, what you looking at? I said, oh, nothing, ma'am. I called the prostitute ma'am. I said, nothing, ma'am. I called the prostitute ma'am. I said, nothing, ma'am. As an older woman, we try to be respectful to our elders and shit. I said, nothing, ma'am. So I said, this nigga got a green square head dick. What the hell's going on? So then they got there. Of course, you hear the bed. I turn my head back. You hear the bed going up and down. Of course, they slapping skins, right? They slapping skins. So Dr. Seuss, exactly. Dr. Seuss shit. Green eggs and ham. So they slapping skins. And I heard, ooh, slow down, baby, slow down. You too crazy. I'm 60 years old thinking, what the fuck am I doing in this room? What kind of life is this? I'm 16 asking myself. I said, what kind of life? What you say, Joby?
Life choices you make.
Well, I had to go up there because she wasn't gonna give no coochie, Joby, if I didn't go, because she said I was the police.
Mm-hmm.
And he was all desperate for that coochie. So I said, yeah, I'll go. Come on, man. You fucking up. You asking all these dumbass questions and shit. I said, I was thinking, this motherfucker buying pussy at 16. This is some wild shit. So anyway, to me, I said, this is some wild shit. Where would you get the ideal at 16 to buy pussy? I never had the ideal in my life at 16. I didn't. But you got women, you got girls at school. I didn't understand this shit. I just thought to me, it was fascinating. So I went up there. So the bed starts squeaking, right? She said, you gotta slow down. You too crazy. Slow get your rhythm right. Get your rhythm. So say you too crazy. Get your rhythm right. So next time, I know, remember it's a raggedy hotel, right? And the goddamn the bed collapsed. Boom, 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 boom. And then I heard the girl say, and then, you could tell the police were coming and raid the place. I said, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. I'm explaining this to, I got that to my mama. I'm explaining this to my mama. I'm in some damn prostitution den. Man, look at that. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm explaining this shit to my mama. Because the police were raiding the place. He was trying to get his clothes on. I said, man, I'm out of this bitch. I'm gone. I said, if you get caught, that's you. I can't explain it to my mother. I'm caught in some prostitution raid. I gotta get that hell out of here. So I never understood prostitution and buying coochie. Like I said, I haven't seen many prostitutes no more. Like I told you, they used to be on the streets everywhere before we had the drug epidemic. And then, because the prostitutes had to look nice. After we had crack, everybody was all fucked up and drug addict and messed up. Joe, we're like, you couldn't sell that coochie no more. Like, nah. But anyway, go ahead, Joe.
Okay, just a minute. I'm trying to see where prostitution started from.
Oh, Joby, prostitution is ancient, Joby. That's ancient.
Yeah, it's ancient. Yeah, I see it's ancient. I see. Literally, that really means an ancient Babylonia. The earliest known record of prostitution dates back in 2400 BC in ancient Babylonia, and still this day, prostitution is the most aggressive.
So that's 4,400 years ago. 2,400 BC, and adding that 2000 AD, so that's 4,400 years ago, they're saying.
It was a punishment?
Huh?
Was it a form of punishment?
No, punishment. Prostitution, women trying to survive, women trying to make money. And men always want coochie, Joe, but coachie's always, men want, just like you said so smartly in one of the shows, or when you're talking to Irritan and Shamani, but one show you guys just said, they just want to hit. They just want to hit. Yeah, men always want to hit, Joe. They want coochie. That's the oldest thing. Women, look, men want coochie and women got all the coochie, Joe. So.
Him, and there's nothing I can do to him. He does not live in Kenya. He kept saying he will see who is the strongest. When I heard that, I threw away my phone.
By now, she had cut off all contact, but was suspicious that she might be being followed.
I went to town to sell myself. I was in a bar, and I saw two men behind me.
If you guys making all this money, why is everybody always broke? You guys making all this money prostituting, why you live in these bad neighborhoods?
If I move, they move.
She's now in hiding, moving from place to place and living in fear.
The challenge we are having with social media is that we don't have adequate controls.
Safeguards,
which
that's right.
Then
that's Africa. So you know this shit ain't happening in China. It's not allowed. It's happening in Africa because there are no safe. Africa's society has never been set up. It's corrupt from top to bottom. So there's no safeguards. Certain parts. I'm sure the shit probably happened in India too. China, no. America, no. The safeguards are not there. So it's like the wild, wild west. There are no rules, and you don't really got a structure. We don't got really policing in Africa. It's all child shit. There's no real structure, institutions of policing. So it's like, man, you got a bunch of foreigners out there exploiting women.
True.
Children and minors not to use it in a bad way. But the biggest challenge we are facing is enforcement and implementation of these laws.
I've come to meet Farida, who helps to rescue girls who've been sexually abused.
She's crazy.
Huko kwa sababu mimi ni mtoto wa kike na ambao si safety kwangu, but kwa sababu kile kitu ambacho kiko ndani yangu hakiwezi kuzuiliwa na uoga wa kuwa kuna ukosefu wa security.
No, umeshawahi kuvamiwa ama kuibiwa?
Bado, lakini nishai tu kutishiwa maisha.
She patrols these streets at night, but increasingly her work is targeted online.
Kwa hiyo kwa mfano sasa watoto, nielezee zaidi kuhusu watoto basi.
Sasa watu wamehamia kwa mitandao, watoto wanapata attention sana kwa mitandao kwa sababu pia hichi kizazi ambacho tuko cha digital. Watoto wanapoa masimu, sasa ile eneo pia limeharibika na TikTok, yani kiupande wa ndani watoto wametafuta side nyingine ya kufanya mambo mengi.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So they're saying this is even dangerous to children now because it's due to we're living in a digitalized world right now. It's not like the age of our moms, our grandparents. Children right now have access to internet, smartphones, so and TikTok especially. Most of the kids right now, if you look at the platforms they watch a lot, is actually TikTok, not even YouTube. No longer
YouTube. I don't never be on YouTube. They shout out to Big Cheese. I bet Big Cheese ain't never seen no shit like this on TikTok, and he be in those TikTok streets. And you know, ever since I started doing the TikTok, I don't even be on YouTube at all. I might be on YouTube when we doing the shows. I don't be on YouTube to watch that one video. I'll never be on that shit. I don't never be on. I can't believe I held up with Big Cheese for years getting on this TikTok. You know that, Joby. I don't never be on no YouTube ever.
I know. I was even surprised you sharing a video from YouTube today. I was quite shocked, you know.
That because I was on there looking for the barbershop thing. I didn't think they had them on TikTok, so that's why I went over there. Because it's older and it's been more of a professional thing. I don't think that content is on TikTok yet.
It is on TikTok. You can just check one. But anyway, I'll share the rest of the video, the documentary remaining. It's almost say 10 minutes remaining from the rest of the documentary. So when you talk about TikTok Midnight, actually it's very active in Kenya, African countries. This is what most of the women are doing. You know, those who are looking for jobs, and they're graduates. Talking about graduates, people who literally have degrees, certificates, and all that. But
that's not just Florida, Circle. When that's everywhere now. Everywhere in the South, you got to have an ID. That's from Texas, North Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi. I was talking to a friend of mine. I said, "Damn it! I guess these crackers are gonna go crazy because now you got to have permission to watch porn. They trying to shut it down. Good. They shut down the porn site. So from Florida, I don't know about up there where you have Big Cheese. I know all in the South, the Southeast, from Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, North Carolina, Louisiana, you can't get on porn no more. And most of the porn sites in the South, they can't even show them. They tell you, ask your congressman if you want the porn to come back. You know, nobody will say, "Hey, congressperson, can you please bring the porn back to my internet?" So a lot of the porno sites have left the South. Oh, I've seen that because we was laughing. I said, "Well, these crackers gonna go crazy without their porn." So you're right. It's not just Florida uncircled when they got this everywhere in the South now. They banned it. And I think that's good. You know, you up there looking at porn all day, jerking off. You know, they need to get that, and that'll help Spike's ass in Nairobi. So it'll help his ass out. Nasty nigga.
Oh my God! But as we come to the end of today's show, I say Unsunken One says it's a crazy documentary, scary. It's not really scary. It's scary and educative at the same time because when you talk about these things, I remember we were saying this since 2023. Keith, Big Cheese, and everyone was like, "We don't see this. It's there. It might not be on your end, but on our end, it's there." And they're no longer even hiding it on Instagram. It has gotten to the point where people can even have sex live.
Exactly, like child porn. They can't get no porn. Exactly. I'm saying, are there restrictions up there in Byron and Big Cheese? Since you guys live in the North, Illinois, Wisconsin, and all of North, are they shutting down the porn sites in the northern states yet? In the South, they're shutting that shit down in the South. I know different states are not going to do it because they're more liberal. But down here in the South, they shutting that porn shit down. and it's good. Damn right. You take your lotion, take your ass outside and put your penis in the dirt, jerk it that way. That's what you do.
As you heard. Anyway, much love, family. We're coming to the end of today's conversation. Thank you so much to everyone who has tuned in. That's the documentary I had aligned for you today. Didn't have much aligned. We shall talk, of course, about some more conversations tonight.
I did get it. I did. Yeah, I did. I didn't get a chance to do the show because Joby had to send. And Joby was sick anyway. She didn't tell nobody with a crazy ass. But okay. So it's still up there in Wisconsin. Yeah, I think so. Like most of the northern states up there, like where Ricky live at and you live at up there, they're not gonna shut that shit down. But in the South, this part of the country, they didn't shut that porno shit down. Like nah, no more jerking off, motherfuckers. Then it's over.
Anyway, much love. Have yourselves a beautiful day, family. See you guys later on the reaction time. Me and Shumani come back on the network and listen to
It's
the amazing top 10
it's
they have aligned for you.
it's too early for booty juice. We still have it here. Hopefully they're yeah. This is Joe. Joby said this is Jalima. Jalina. Change the Jaheim.